Prince William has broken his usual reserve with a powerfully emotional and stunningly rare declaration about the fate of his and our children. His words are a clarion call, drenched in urgency and raw sincerity, as he confronts the mounting crises threatening the next generation. His plea is impossible to ignore. As a father and a global figure, what earth-shattering truth has he unveiled, and how will it alter the course of our future? Stay tuned and find out. During a significant and poignant speech, the Prince of Wales shared his deep hopes and aspirations for the future, particularly the kind of world he wishes for his three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, to inherit. Known for his long-standing commitment to conservation, the prince articulated his vision for a world where the beauty and diversity of nature remain intact, allowing future generations to experience the same natural wonders that have inspired and sustained humanity for centuries. Reflecting on his profound connection to the environment and his concern for its preservation, the prince painted a vivid picture of the future he desires. Speaking from the heart, he said, "I want my children to live in a world where swallows still migrate, gorillas still live in the cloud forests of Uganda, and rhinos still roam the arid rangelands of Namibia." These words underscored his yearning for a world where wildlife thrives and ecosystems remain vibrant and functional. The prince's remarks highlighted the urgency of preserving the natural world in the face of growing environmental challenges. The threats to wildlife and biodiversity are manifold, from deforestation and habitat loss to climate change and poaching. His speech reflected not only a personal hope for his children, but also a call to action for humanity to work together to safeguard the planet's natural heritage. For the prince, the connection to nature is more than a personal passion. It is a responsibility tied to his role as a global advocate for conservation. By emphasizing iconic species like swallows, gorillas, and rhinos, he drew attention to the delicate balance of ecosystems worldwide and the importance of protecting them. Each species represents a broader environmental narrative. The seasonal migrations of swallows signal the health of global ecosystems. Gorillas embody the need to preserve tropical rainforests, and rhinos symbolize the fight against poaching and illegal wildlife trade. The Prince of Wales's dedication to conservation is not new. It is deeply rooted in his family's legacy of environmental advocacy. His father, King Charles III, has been a prominent voice in sustainability and environmental preservation for decades. Following in his footsteps, the prince has embraced the mission to protect the planet and ensure a sustainable future for all. This commitment is not just about words, it is reflected in action. The prince has been involved in numerous initiatives aimed at protecting wildlife, promoting sustainable development, and addressing climate change. His work emphasizes the interconnectedness of human well-being and environmental health, recognizing that the survival of species like gorillas and rhinos is intrinsically tied to the survival of humanity itself. Through his speeches and projects, the prince has consistently highlighted the need for global cooperation. Protecting wildlife is not the responsibility of one nation or group. It is a shared challenge that requires collective effort. By advocating for conservation, he seeks to inspire individuals, communities, and governments to take meaningful steps toward protecting the environment. The prince's mention of specific species like swallows, gorillas, and rhinos is significant. These animals are not only iconic, but also integral to the ecosystems they inhabit. For example, the annual migration of swallows is a phenomenon that depends on the health of multiple habitats across continents. Changes in climate, habitat destruction, and pollution can disrupt these migrations, threatening not only the birds, but also the ecological balance they support. Similarly, gorillas play a critical role in maintaining the health of tropical forests. As they move through the forest, they disperse seeds, contributing to the regeneration of plant life. However, their survival is increasingly threatened by deforestation, hunting, and human encroachment. Rhinos, often targeted by poachers for their horns, face the dual threats of habitat loss and illegal wildlife trade. Their decline has far-reaching consequences for the ecosystems they inhabit, as their grazing habits shape the landscape and influence the distribution of other species. The prince's call to preserve these species reflects an understanding of the intricate web of life and the need to protect it. By focusing on these animals, he draws attention to the broader issues of biodiversity loss and environmental degradation, urging immediate action to address them. The urgency of the prince's message cannot be overstated. As the world grapples with the impacts of climate change, deforestation, and wildlife exploitation, the need for decisive action has never been greater. The prince's vision for the future is not just a wish for his children. It is a challenge to humanity to take responsibility for the planet and ensure its survival. survival. His speech serves as a reminder that conservation is not just about protecting animals. It is about preserving the natural systems that sustain all life. The migration of swallows, the presence of gorillas in forests, and the survival of rhinos in arid rangelands are indicators of a healthy planet. Their decline signals deeper problems that will ultimately affect humanity. By sharing his hopes for his children, the prince personalized the issue of conservation, making it relatable to audiences around the world. His words encourage individuals to consider what kind of world they want to leave for future generations, and to take steps to protect it. The prince's vision for a thriving natural world requires a concerted effort from all sectors of society. Governments must enact and enforce laws to protect wildlife and habitats. Businesses must adopt sustainable practices, and individuals must make choices that reduce their environmental impact. Conservation organizations and activists play a crucial role in driving these efforts, but their success depends on widespread support and collaboration. Education is also key. By raising awareness about the importance of conservation and the challenges facing wildlife, the prince hopes to inspire a new generation of environmental stewards. His speech serves as a rallying cry for collective action, reminding us that preserving nature is not just an environmental issue, but a moral imperative. The event featured a poignant segment dedicated to honoring the brave rangers who have tragically lost their lives in the line of duty while protecting wildlife. This solemn tribute underscored the immense courage and commitment of these individuals, who dedicate themselves to safeguarding the planet's natural heritage, often at great personal risk. During his address, the prince paid heartfelt homage to their sacrifices, emphasizing not only the profound gravity of their work, but also the perilous conditions they endure daily. Referring to the roll of honor presented during the ceremony, the prince remarked, "The sobering roll of honor that we saw earlier recognizes the rangers who lost their lives and serves as a reminder of the ultimate price paid by too many on the front line of conservation." His words resonated deeply with attendees, capturing the solemnity of the moment and highlighting the often overlooked human cost of conservation efforts. The roll of honor itself stood as a stark reminder of the sacrifices made by rangers worldwide, whose unwavering dedication ensures the survival of countless endangered species and the protection of vital ecosystems. This acknowledgement went beyond mere words, reflecting the prince's profound respect for those who risk their lives to protect wildlife and their habitats. Conservation work, while vital, is fraught with danger, particularly for rangers who operate on the front lines. These brave men and women often face threats from poachers, exposure to harsh environmental conditions, and even conflict with armed groups, all while carrying out their mission to protect vulnerable species and fragile ecosystems. The roll of honor served not only as a tribute to the fallen, but also as a stark illustration of the challenges faced by those still in the field. The prince's tribute was a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of humanity and nature. He stressed that the sacrifices made by these rangers are not just about protecting wildlife. They are about preserving a shared global heritage. In honoring their memory, the ceremony also called attention to the urgent need for greater support and resources for rangers worldwide. Many operate in remote and isolated areas with limited equipment, insufficient funding, and minimal recognition for their work. The ceremony, therefore, was not only a moment of reflection, but also a call to action. The sacrifices made by rangers underscore the broader challenges faced in conservation efforts. Poaching, illegal wildlife trade, habitat destruction, and climate change continue to threaten countless species, making the work of rangers more critical than ever. However, these threats also make their roles increasingly perilous. Poachers, often well armed and operating within organized criminal networks, pose significant dangers to rangers. In some regions, the conflict between humans and wildlife, driven by competition for resources, further complicates their efforts. Despite these challenges, rangers remain steadfast in their commitment, embodying resilience and bravery in the face of adversity. The ceremony also served as a platform to highlight the importance of international collaboration in supporting rangers and advancing conservation efforts. The prince urged governments, organizations, and individuals to recognize the critical role rangers play and to provide them with the tools and resources they need to carry out their work safely and effectively. This includes with better training, access to modern technology, and the establishment of policies that prioritize ranger welfare. By addressing these issues, the global community can honor the sacrifices of fallen rangers and empower those still serving to continue their vital mission. In addition to commemorating the fallen, the event celebrated the successes and contributions of rangers who have made significant strides in conservation. Stories of rangers who have rescued endangered animals, disrupted poaching networks, and educated local communities about the importance of wildlife preservation were shared, serving as a source of inspiration and hope. These narratives underscored the profound impact that dedicated individuals can have on the environment and future generations. The Prince's remarks also touched on the emotional toll that conservation work takes on rangers and their families. For many, the risks and hardships of the job extend beyond physical danger. The isolation of working in remote areas, the psychological stress of confronting violence and loss, and the strain of being away from loved ones all contribute to the heavy burden they bear. Recognizing these challenges, the Prince called for greater efforts to provide mental health support and resources for rangers and their families, emphasizing that their well-being is essential to the sustainability of conservation initiatives. By dedicating a portion of the event to the memory of fallen rangers, the ceremony underscored the human side of conservation. It reminded attendees that behind every success story in wildlife protection, there are individuals who have made extraordinary sacrifices. These rangers are not just protectors of nature, they are heroes whose work preserves the delicate balance of ecosystems that humanity depends on for survival. The roll of honor, with its list of names etched in remembrance, symbolized more than just loss. It represented a legacy of courage and dedication that inspires ongoing efforts to protect the natural world. It is a call to remember the lives lost, to support those who continue the fight, and to strive for a future where such sacrifices are no longer necessary. The ceremony's tribute to these brave individuals served as a powerful reminder of the urgent need to value and protect both the people and the planet. The event's focus on honoring fallen rangers was a poignant and necessary reminder of the sacrifices made in the pursuit of conservation. The Prince's heartfelt words encapsulated the courage and dedication of these individuals, while also calling attention to the broader challenges of wildlife protection. As the world grapples with environmental crises, the stories of these rangers serve as both a wake-up call and a source of inspiration, urging humanity to act with greater urgency and compassion. By recognizing their sacrifices and supporting their mission, we honor their legacy and ensure that their efforts were not in vain. Prince William's commitment to conservation is both deeply personal and firmly rooted in a family tradition of environmental stewardship. Following in the footsteps of his father, King Charles III, who has been a tireless advocate for sustainability and nature conservation for decades, William has embraced his role as a prominent voice in the fight to protect the planet. His passion for conservation goes beyond mere advocacy. It reflects a genuine dedication to raising awareness and inspiring meaningful action to address the urgent environmental challenges of our time. King Charles, known for his early advocacy of organic farming and renewable energy, has long been an environmental trailblazer. His efforts to promote sustainable practices and address climate change laid the foundation for the royal family's ongoing focus on environmental issues. Growing up with such a strong example, Prince William inherited this deep appreciation for nature and a sense of responsibility to protect it. Over the years, he has expanded upon his father's legacy by championing causes that resonate with his passion for wildlife and biodiversity. One of the most significant ways Prince William has demonstrated his commitment to conservation is through his involvement in the Tusk Conservation Awards. Launched in 2013 with William's support, these awards were created to honor and celebrate individuals who have shown exceptional dedication to protecting wildlife and ecosystems in Africa. The awards, an initiative of the Tusk Trust, a charity dedicated to conservation in Africa, shine a spotlight on the unsung heroes of conservation, including community leaders, wildlife rangers, and researchers who work tirelessly to protect biodiversity under often challenging and dangerous conditions. The Tusk Awards highlight William's belief in the power of individual and community action to drive meaningful change. By recognizing the extraordinary contributions of conservation leaders, the awards amplify their stories, inspiring others to join the fight against poaching, habitat destruction, and the illegal wildlife trade. For Prince William, these awards represent not only a celebration of achievements, but also an opportunity to draw global attention to the urgent need for collective action to address the biodiversity crisis. The importance of these awards cannot be overstated. Africa is home to some of the world's most iconic species, from elephants and lions to rhinos and gorillas. However, these species face an array of threats, including habitat loss, climate change, and illegal poaching, driven by the demand for ivory, bushmeat, and exotic pets. Conservation efforts on the continent are often underfunded and face significant logistical and political challenges. The individuals recognized by the Tusk Awards often work in remote, high-risk areas, confronting not only environmental challenges, but also socio-economic and political pressures. Their efforts are crucial in protecting vulnerable species and ensuring the sustainability of ecosystems that are vital to the planet's health. Prince William's active involvement in the Tusk Awards goes beyond his ceremonial duties. He has consistently used his platform to advocate for increased support for conservation efforts, calling on governments, organizations, and individuals to contribute to the protection of wildlife and their habitats. His speeches at the awards ceremonies are heartfelt and compelling, underscoring the importance of global solidarity in the fight against environmental degradation. He often emphasizes that the work of conservationists and rangers is not just about protecting animals, but about safeguarding the future of humanity as well. Through the Tusk Awards and other conservation initiatives, William has also highlighted the critical role of local communities in preserving biodiversity. He understands that lasting change can only be achieved when conservation efforts align with the needs and aspirations of the people who live closest to the land and wildlife being protected. By supporting programs that empower communities through education, economic opportunities, and sustainable development, William advocates for a holistic approach to conservation that benefits both people and the planet. Prince William's work with Tusk Trust is just one facet of his broader dedication to environmental causes. His creation of the Earthshot Prize in 2020 further demonstrates his innovative approach to tackling global challenges. Modeled after President John F. Kennedy's Moonshot speech, the Earthshot Prize aims to inspire and reward scalable solutions to the world's most pressing environmental problems. Together, these initiatives reflect William's belief in the power of positive action and his determination to leave a legacy of hope and progress for future generations. The Tusk Awards, however, remain a particularly meaningful part of William's conservation efforts. By honoring the bravery, perseverance, and ingenuity of those on the front lines of environmental protection, the awards embody the values that William holds dear. They serve as a powerful reminder of the impact individuals can have, even in the face of daunting challenges. For the Prince, the awards are not just an annual event, but a testament to the resilience and dedication of people who are making a real difference in the fight to save the planet's wildlife and natural habitats. Prince William's dedication to conservation is a reflection of his family's enduring commitment to environmental causes and his passion for protecting nature. Through initiatives like the Tusk Awards, he has amplified the voices of those working tirelessly to safeguard Africa's biodiversity, inspiring global action and support. His efforts highlight the critical importance of individual and community contributions to conservation and remind us all of our shared responsibility to protect the planet for future generations. By continuing to champion these causes, Prince William not only honors his father's legacy, but also paves the way for a brighter, more sustainable future. During the event, William also met with notable supporters of the charity, including Rolling Stones musician Ronnie Wood. This meeting underscored the broad coalition of advocates working together to promote conservation and highlighted the Prince's ability to engage diverse communities in his mission to protect the environment. Recently, the Prince of Wales further showcased his dedication to environmental sustainability during a trip to South Africa for the prestigious Earthshot Awards. These awards, designed to incentivize and celebrate groundbreaking solutions to pressing environmental challenges, served as a platform for inspiring innovation and collaboration. While in Cape Town, Prince William engaged with 120 environmentalists from Africa and Southeast Asia, who were part of the inaugural Earthshot Prize Climate Leaders Youth Program. This initiative, focused on empowering the next generation of changemakers, provided young leaders with the tools, knowledge, and networks needed to tackle climate challenges in their communities and beyond. By fostering their potential, the Prince underscored the critical role of youth in shaping a sustainable future for the planet. At an event held at Rooftop on Bree in Cape Town, Prince William delivered an impromptu speech that deeply resonated with the audience of young activists and environmentalists. Speaking with warmth and encouragement, he highlighted the transformative potential of youth in shaping a sustainable future. Addressing the participants, William expressed his optimism for their ability to drive meaningful change, emphasizing the importance of their efforts in tackling the planet's pressing environmental challenges. Explaining the vision behind the Earthshot Prize, he said, "The Earthshot Prize believes in you, and the reason we set the prize up is for moments like this." His heartfelt words captured the essence of the award's mission: to inspire, empower, and support individuals who are working to create innovative solutions for a healthier and more sustainable world. The Prince continued to emphasize the pivotal role of young leaders in shaping a sustainable future. "All of you gathered in this room are future changemakers," he said. "You're the leaders and the people who are going to make the difference. It's your platform, use it as you need to, take it away, play with it, and turn it into something different. Because we believe in you, and what you're going to do is change the world. I believe that." His speech conveyed a sense of hope and trust in the younger generation's ability to address the pressing environmental challenges of our time. The Prince's recent trip to South Africa and his engagement with young leaders exemplify his hands-on approach to conservation, advocacy, and environmental stewardship. This visit not only highlighted his commitment to addressing pressing global challenges, but also showcased his belief in the power of direct interaction and collaboration to inspire meaningful change. By personally engaging with activists and organizations, Prince William demonstrated his dedication to empowering individuals and fostering partnerships aimed at protecting the planet. Throughout his trip, the Prince emphasized the critical role of youth in driving progress, especially in the face of complex environmental crises. His interactions with young leaders, particularly during the Earthshot Prize Climate Leaders Youth Program, underscored his confidence in the potential of the next generation to innovate and lead the way towards sustainable solutions. By bringing together 120 environmentalists from Africa and Southeast Asia, this initiative provided a platform for knowledge sharing, idea exchange, and capacity building, reinforcing the importance of collective efforts in tackling environmental issues. In his speeches during his trip to South Africa, Prince William repeatedly emphasized the urgency of the environmental challenges the world faces, while maintaining a tone of optimism and encouragement. Acknowledging the scale of the issues at hand, he stressed the importance of bold and innovative action, inspiring his audience to believe in their ability to make a difference. Central to his message was the vision of the Earthshot Prize, which he described as a catalyst for groundbreaking solutions aimed at tackling the planet's most pressing problems. Prince William explained that the initiative was established to identify, support, and amplify ideas with the potential to create tangible, lasting impact. His words, such as, "The Earthshot Prize believes in you," underscored his faith in the power of individuals and communities to drive transformative change. These heartfelt messages of hope and empowerment resonated deeply with the audience, instilling a renewed sense of purpose and motivating them to take bold and meaningful steps in their respective areas of influence. The Prince's approach to advocacy goes beyond raising awareness. It is rooted in action and collaboration. By meeting with grassroots leaders and environmental organizations, he seeks to create connections and drive momentum for impactful projects. His ability to engage personally with diverse stakeholders, from community leaders to international activists, demonstrates a commitment to bridging gaps and fostering a sense of unity in the global fight against environmental degradation. In his trip to South Africa and initiatives like the Earthshot Prize, Prince William continues to champion a vision of collective responsibility. His efforts remind the world that addressing environmental challenges requires not only innovative solutions, but also a shared commitment to working together for the planet's future. Through initiatives like the Tusk Awards and the Earthshot Prize, William aims to empower individuals and communities to protect the planet. His belief in the power of collaboration, innovation, and leadership is evident in his words and actions. By honoring fallen conservation heroes, supporting young changemakers, and working alongside prominent advocates, the Prince of Wales continues to inspire hope for a sustainable future.